Hello YouTube, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple canal system within your Minecraft world. Right now we're in the creative setting here, where I like to design and test some of my concepts. So essentially to create a canal system, what you need is to have a trigger system here, as well as dispensers full of water buckets. To hit that trigger, you have different means: the grappling hook, lever system, connected to red circuitry. What I found is that the simplest unit here is when you use the wooden buttons. What they do is that they activate a signal for 1.5 seconds and then they deactivate it, which makes it easier to move back and forth. The pistons here is more of a decoration design in case you want to prevent yourself from moving backwards. But essentially what you have is 6 units of redstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on either side, and then you have a bridge with 2 on top. So this makes it a simple unit where you don't have to use any of these redstone repeaters, since the limit that a signal can go is 15 blocks. So let me show you how these canal systems work when you have them linked up. So you're going to have to go through this pretty quickly because sometimes you do get knocked off the boat. Turn this one off. No, I got knocked off. But essentially, this will take you over to a level field. In which case, if you're trying to go up, you're gonna use a simple system of levers and pistons. So that way you can go vertically up, wherever your map design takes you. You can also go perpendicular if you have another track set the other way. So let's go on to the survival map. Welcome back, and right now we're in the single player world that I've created within my Minecraft city. I'm going to carry this villager over to the middle of the town center. So just as I showed you in the previous video, we're going to go up these vertical heights here using the pistons, and then we're going to go hit these units here in the middle of this town. Thankfully this is a little bit busy, but essentially it is 4 blocks wide. I've created several shops over by the side, and then the bridges aren't as obtrusive as I feared they would be. So let's continue onward here. Okay, there we go. So right now we do have several projects that I have created that's different than the canal system. This deals with transportation as well as automatic systems. The first one is this large chest area over here that's connected to a bunch of hoppers that runs to that shop over there. So with this ender chest here, it's been more of a banking system where I can put down my best weapons, potions, emeralds, ender pearls, transportation items, as well as many other items you can use. So with this looting sword, we're going to be harvesting some chickens. I'm going to actually go down here. In the past we would suffocate them with sand, but this is actually much easier to chop them up. They had a filter here so that you can actually pick up up these items easily. There we go. So, with my enhancements here on this side, it makes it easier for me to hop up on these 2 blocks. So, let's go over to the collection area here. And then with these eggs, go over here. Have it dropped into these dispensers, similar to the concept that we talked about beforehand. With the cows you get leather and raw beef. Those are very useful crafting items here. And then the second item is my attempt at automatic farming. Essentially, you have a villager here that collects all of your seeds, and then once you get rid of all of this, once you harvest all of this, you would put the farmer over here so that they can reseed it. It only works during the daytime, but what I have here is kind of like I've been showing you before, dispensers for water with a red circuit sheet that runs right underneath it, connected to this guy here. And then turn it off, turn it back on. Probably could have used a button, but better safe than sorry. And then we're just going to collect this here and dispense the villager. Let me show you how the villager works. There's one thing in mind I have to show you. Now when it comes to creating this system here, what you have to be mindful about is your terrain. So you see how this terrain is tilted or harvested. I don't know what the farming terminology, but it allows you to move from one surface to the other easily. Otherwise, if you were to try to go across this terrain here, it's going to block you. Okay, so let me get this villager free, and he will eventually clean this up for us. It's not the fastest systems, but it's the price for automatic seed. And he's gonna run away. Okay, and then the last automatic farming instrument I want to show you is the redstone here. This is attached to a daylight sensor that will go off once every 20 minutes, I believe, usually around sunrise. But with this instrument here, it will trigger these pistons to hit the sugarcane stalks right into the moving canal. With the hopper system here attached, it will go over into this large chest. Essentially, it's not the most efficient system I have. In retrospect, the semi-automatic farming system here, where you just hit this with the flick of a switch, does give you greater yield. But I'm not always spending my time harvesting material, so that's why I do have a partially automatic farming system here. Well, thank you for your patience, guys.